When people think of Afrobeats in Canada, one city immediately comes to mind: Toronto. The 6ix9ine has been the heart of the movement, no doubt. But beyond Toronto's bright lights, a wave is rising quietly yet powerfully across Canada. From Ottawa to Montreal, Calgary to Edmonton, and even Winnipeg and Vancouver, new cities are stepping up to carry the torch for Afrobeats. This is the story of how the rhythm of Africa is echoing across an entire country. Let's start with Ottawa, Canada's capital city. You might not expect a city known for politics and government offices to be a hotspot for African music, but that's exactly what's happening. Ottawa's universities, especially the University of Ottawa and Carleton, have become breeding grounds for young Africans who want to keep their culture alive. House parties turned to campus jams, and campus jams turned into full-scale events. DJs like DJ Prosper, DJ Dynamite, and others began throwing consistent Afrobeats nights. They brought the same energy that Toronto had, but added a smaller, more intimate vibe. The crowds might be smaller, but the passion? The same. In Ottawa, Afrobeats isn't just music, it's a community glue. Students come together from Nigeria, Ghana, the Caribbean, and East Africa, all vibing to one beat. What makes Ottawa special is how connected its scene is. Everyone knows everyone. That tight-knit feel gives Afrobeats events their warmth that you can't always find in bigger cities. Now let's head east to Montreal. Montreal has its own flavor, a city built on diversity, with a rhythm that's distinctly francophone yet cosmopolitan. While Toronto draws from the English-speaking African diaspora, Montreal taps into the francophone African world, countries like Congo, Ivory Coast, Cameroon, and Senegal. Afrobeats in Montreal often blends seamlessly with Afro-trap, coupe décalé, and French rap, creating a hybrid sound that's uniquely theirs. DJs like DJ Kitty, DJ Asna, and others curate sets that reflect this mix, switching effortlessly from Burna Boy to Daju to Fally Ipupa. The events in Montreal have grown from underground warehouse parties to major annual festivals like Afrofest Montreal and Afro Melodic Nights, which attract thousands of fans. The city has also become a key stop for French-speaking Afrobeats artists on North American tours, making it a parallel hub to Toronto but with its own language and cultural flair. Then there's Calgary, a city often seen as quiet, business-focused, and far removed from the art scene. But in recent years, Calgary has exploded with Afrobeats energy. Part of that is due to migration. Many Africans who first settled in Toronto or Vancouver eventually moved west for job opportunities, and they brought the culture with them. Calgary's population of young Africans has grown rapidly, and so has their nightlife scene. Afrobeats parties like Vibes Calgary, Afro Fusion Fridays, and Naija Nights YYC now draw crowds of hundreds every weekend. DJs like DJ Lox and DJ Rex have become local celebrities, spinning everything from Rema to Tiwa Savage. The vibe in Calgary is youthful and bold. People come dressed up, ready to dance like it's Lagos. Promoters there are also smart. They mix Afrobeats with dancehall, soca, and even amapiano to appeal to the city's growing Caribbean population. Just a few hours north, Edmonton is building something special too. Edmonton's Afrobeat scene is smaller but passionate, built on consistency. What makes the city stand out is how collaborative its community is. DJs, artists, and promoters all work together to keep events alive, not just for profit, but for culture. Events like Afro Groove, Naija Night Edmonton, and Afrobeat Saturdays have become staples. Even local radio shows now feature Afrobeat segments, a sign that the genre has found firm roots there. And when artists from Nigeria or Ghana tour Canada, they're starting to add Edmonton to the list, something that would have been unthinkable a few years ago. Out west, Vancouver has been quietly holding it down too. Known for its natural beauty and laid-back vibe, Vancouver's nightlife isn't as loud as Toronto's, but it's deeply cultural. The city has a strong East African and Caribbean presence, which has merged beautifully with Afrobeats. Here, events like Afro Van Connect, Afro City Nights, and African Descent Festival bring together artists, dancers, and vendors to celebrate Black excellence through music. Vancouver's sound leans towards Afro house and Amapiano, with DJs often blending smooth transitions and chill sets. It's the kind of scene that reflects the city's personality, cool, creative, and quietly influential. Even Winnipeg and Halifax are joining the movement. Winnipeg, known for its cold winters, now has a growing African student population bringing the heat with consistent Afrobeats nights. Promoters there say it started as small dorm parties, but now they're booking full venues with professional DJs and performers. In Halifax, the African Nova Scotian community and recent immigrant from West Africa have merged to create something new, a blend of old-school soul and new-age Afrobeats. Events like Afrovibe Halifax celebrate that unity, showing that even on the East Coast, the sound of Africa is alive and well. What's remarkable about all these cities is how unique their contributions are. Toronto may be the engine driving visibility, but these other cities are the fuel, ensuring Afrobeats keep spreading across every province. They're building scenes from scratch, investing their own money, organizing small events, growing communities, and proving that Afrobeats doesn't just belong in big cities. It belongs everywhere people feel the rhythm. And in doing so, they're creating a national network of Afrobeats lovers. DJs and promoters now collaborate across provinces, flying from Calgary to Ottawa for gigs or from Montreal to Vancouver for festivals. Artists who perform in Toronto now find themselves getting calls to perform in cities they never imagined had Afrobeats fans. That's how far the culture has traveled. What started in Lagos and Accra has spread to Toronto, and from Toronto, it's rippling out to every corner of Canada. These cities are shaping the next chapter of Afrobeats in North America, not by copying Toronto's blueprint, but by creating their own versions of the culture. Each one adds something new. Ottawa brings warmth and community. Montreal adds French flair. Calgary and Edmonton bring bold energy. Vancouver adds creative chill. And cities like Winnipeg and Halifax add depth, showing that no matter how far north you go, Africa's rhythm never fades. So when people talk about Afrobeats in Canada, it's time to think bigger than Toronto. The culture is spreading, evolving, and uniting people coast to coast. From the East Coast to the Pacific, Afrobeats has become more than a genre. It's a lifestyle, a celebration of identity, and a link between generations of Africans in the diaspora. And as this movement continues to grow, one thing's for sure, the sound of Africa will keep echoing through every Canadian city, loud and proud. If you're watching this right now, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment letting us know which Canadian city you think is the next big Afrobeats hotspot. Because the future of Afrobeats in Canada isn't just Toronto, it's everywhere the beat finds a home.